Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another midday meditation with Gretchen Schutte. I'm Lorraine Moffa, Programming Coordinator for Loudoun County Public Library, and it's my pleasure to introduce the program and Gretchen, who has been teaching meditation and yoga for over 10 years, and she's been doing these meditation classes for us through COVID and even a little bit before. And we're hoping it brings a little peace and joy to your day, actually. So welcome, Gretchen.
Thank you so much, Lorraine. I appreciate you. Thank you. Excuse me. I appreciate the Loudoun County Library System offering so many amazing programs, including the meditation and other things that happen virtually and otherwise. So thank you for having space for us to gather. And as I gaze upon your names and or speak to you in the future, if you find this program on the Loudoun County Library YouTube channel. I'm speaking into the future here as well. I appreciate you making space for yourself, right? We were just chatting. If you watch this real time or we're sometime in the next few weeks, we're beginning to have this, like we're at the starting line. I can feel this like kind of feeling as we're about to like launch into the holiday season. And frankly, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't really like it very much, this feeling. So thankfully, I have tools for myself, tools that I will offer you, that if you feel this edginess, welcome, welcome. If you feel this urge or this surge as we're beginning to move in towards this last part of the year, just acknowledging that this is how we feel, right? And with this being how we might feel, whether you're, in the groove or you're feeling overwhelmed, we have tools that we can use to support ourselves as we navigate any part of life, any part of the year, but maybe even more specifically how we're feeling right around now. And so, what I'm going to offer you is some practices of our breath, of some movement we can use to reduce stress in the body, um, as well as a meditation practice that's going to tap into, welcome, welcome, it's going to tap into gratitude, right? Because that's one of my cornerstones of my practice, gratitude. And it's kind of seasonal. I hate to say that, but it's kind of seasonal. But we're going to look at it from a perspective of 3 layers. All right. But we'll get there. That's then. This is now. And so here and now, I welcome you to come into your seat. You could be in a chair. You could be sitting on a couch or an ottoman, right? You could be sitting on the floor. I have a little blanket block scenario that I'm sitting upon, or a cushion. But however you find your seat for yourself, the head stacked above the heart stacked above the hips, shoulders soft, maybe palms come down upon your legs for a grounding sensation. And here with your gaze in the distance, soft, or perhaps you invite your gaze inward. Take a few rounds of your breath here and now. And feel the movement of your breath. Listen to the whisper of your breath. And as you breathe here in this space, in this moment, I do invite you to take the next few moments to acknowledge whatever you navigated, perhaps simply this morning, whatever you navigated today to find yourself and land here in your seat. And with that acknowledgement, identify, know that all of that is the past. Your breath creating space, energetic insulation between where you were and where you are right now. Now take a few breaths, a few moments to consider, not building a story around it, not getting wrapped around the axle, but just acknowledging what is out there in the distance. What is there to come? With simply acknowledging that, yes, there are things to come, and thank goodness, right? But they're not right now, right? So imagine this future out in the distance, blurry like a mirage on the horizon, inviting breath, this energetic buffer between where you are right now and where you will eventually be. Your breath as a tool to carve out this space. Your breath here to support you. The welcoming whisper of your breath, inviting you here and now. And you place your mind's eye on this ebb and flow of your breath. That's a meditation of its own. Our breath is the tether, bringing our mind and body together. Our breath is the guide. So we invite gentle movement to reduce and unwind, unwinding from any stress or tension. You find your next breath in, here, inviting your shoulders up around your ears. The entire exhale, shoulders back and down. A few more rounds of shoulder rolls. You can take these at a quicker pace. You take them quite mindfully, and you certainly should take them at your range of motion. Maybe one shoulder moves a little differently than the other, and that's all right. And we navigate the days, our days, the doings of the day, invite our body to come inward, like over countertops, over devices, over steering wheels. And the shoulder rolls invites everything to open back up. Take another round of shoulder rolls up and back and down. Awesome. Here with the shoulders nice and heavy, elbows heavy, right? Here we're going to have a little love for our neck, our cervical vertebrae, right? So we're going to breathe in to sit tall. And simply pivot your gaze over to the right side of your room. And inhale to bring your nose back in line with sternum, back to center. And your exhale, turn your gaze the other way. As you breathe in to come to center. Breathe out, take your gaze to the right. And breathe in, center. And left. And here we'll breathe the gaze into center and linger, shoulders soft. With an inhale, lift your face up to the sky, a little opening at the front of your throat. And with your exhale, chin to chest, keep the shoulders heavy and back as best you can. As you breathe in, opening up the front of the throat, it doesn't have to be super far, just giving a little stretch. And exhale, stretching out the back of the neck, the sensation that may run down your spine. One more pair here as we open up, look up. And we'll meet with the exhale and the chin down towards the chest. And spine still long, shoulders heavy. As you breathe into the back of your neck, breathe into your trapezius muscles that run across the top of your shoulders. There's also parts of your trapezius muscles that run down the sides of your spine. You may begin to notice more sensation here if you choose to layer in a little movement. You could linger or an inhale to roll your right ear over to listen to your right shoulder. With the exhale, drifting your chin down through center. And inhale, left ear over to left shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. And continue just swaying from side to side, this half circle. If you like to linger somewhere along the way, please do. If you would like to take a full circle, please do. So inviting the gentle movement to release little bits of tension. If you're going from side to side with me, eventually finding that left side or your second side one more time. And we'll drift the chin back down to center. And inhale to lift your chin up. Inhale your shoulders up and back and down. Take a breath or several here, softer inward gaze to tune into that space between your earlobes and your shoulder heads. Visualize the easeful exhale washing through these small places where tension can hide. And some love here for our hands and our wrists. As you float your hands up, start just with a bit of a gentle wrist rotation one way and the other way. And so some of us, say people that garden or are into cooking, and then we'll come back from our rotations and just invite a little wiggle of the fingers, right? Or perhaps you knit or do other fiber arts. We use our hands, and even as humans, we use our hands, right? From the finger wiggles, we're going to interlace the fingers, palms to the earth, and begin to bring one hand up and one hand down to find a little wrist stretch, the back of one wrist, the front of the other. As we begin to navigate into a time where there's perhaps more preparation of things, food, gifts, cookies, whatever, we'll come back to center. Extra love for our hands and our wrists with all the doings they do, hugely beneficial. We'll come back, we'll take that one more time each side. So we press, just that little stretch. And again, your range of motion, everybody's body is going to move differently. Awesome. From here, we're going to come back to bring our hands, palms facing down. And then here, take your palms now to face your heart space. Little movement for the spine. So with an inhale, lift your heart and bring your hands to your heart. As you lift your heart to a bit of a back bend, maybe you look up, honoring your heart space. And then with your exhale, take your palms away from you, round the spine, chin to chest as you lengthen the arms away from you. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, connecting to the heart space as we open to our back bend. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, stretching out the back body. Maybe inhale, consider gathering up gratitude and energy from the heart space. And then offer that out into the world as you press the palms away. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, gathering up gratitude. And exhale, offering gratitude out into the world. And you come back to a neutral spine, releasing hands, maybe one more round of finger wiggles or a little shake of the wrists. Awesome. Let the palms rest. Maybe feel little tingles from the energy, from the movement. Softer inward gaze as you just check in here, how the body feels and how your breath feels. Here in this space, we begin to tap into this idea of gratitude. I have gratitude for you being here. I have gratitude for my family being here. I have gratitude for my friends being here. I have gratitude for my Gratitude for the space that's held for us. And we offered gratitude from our heart space out into the world. But now I invite you to take a step back and begin to tune into ourselves and where this gratitude comes from. And so our meditation practice will we'll place our mind's eye on our heart space, right? And so if it's beneficial to let your hand rest upon your heart as you do this, you certainly can. You don't have to if you don't want to. With that softer inward gaze, come back to your breath. If you chose to place your hand on your heart space, feel the movement of your breath here in your chest. And as I guide you through this practice, please know, take what serves you, allow everything else just to be set aside. While we're here, you could simply place your mind on your breath. That's the foundation of the practice. As you place your mind on your breath, feeling the movement of your breath here. I invite you to imagine here in your heart space, layered on to your anatomical heart, this idea of an energy wheel or an energy center in your heart space. And perhaps you visualize it as a nurturing green orb of light. As you connect to your heart space, this nurturing green light, a source of gratitude. And simply take the next big handfuls of breath to follow your breath or to visualize this nurturing green orb of light gently expanding, brightening as you breathe in. And this gratitude, this energy filling your body as you breathe out. With every breath in, your heart space, and this green light filled with gratitude expanding as you breathe in. And your exhale diffusing that green light, this energy and gratitude. The exhale sending that through your whole body. Your nurturing green light infusing into every cell of your body. That light, your energy expanding. And then imagine sending gratitude down to your feet and your ankles and your legs. Gratitude for your strong legs that help you navigate the world. Your energy expanding. And sending that nurturing green light and gratitude out to your hands and your wrists, and your arms and your shoulders. Appreciation for your strong, caring, nurturing arms. This green light filling your abdomen. Gratitude for all of your organs that do their job and help you live your life. Gratitude for your lungs that bring in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. And gratitude for your brilliant, beautiful heart. This light and energy traveling up through your throat and your face. Gratitude for the ability to communicate however you do, to give and receive information. And gratitude for whatever you may be able to see. Gratitude for your brilliant brain and all the ideas and thoughts. As we continue to invite gratitude through every cell of our body, overflowing. Tapping into this practice that fills our cup to overflow so that we're serving from the saucer. This overflow of gratitude. Now imagine that reaching out into the world to your family, to your friends, and people in your community who you may not even really know, but you see in passing. Imagine together we all offer gratitude out into the world, serving from our saucer so we still stay filled up, supportive, nurturing, to fill the world with gratitude. And as you tap into this energy for yourself, offering it out to others, perhaps take a moment here to think about a specific thing. Maybe it's your job or your home or your favorite chair. And think about something for which you are grateful. And maybe it's a very everyday thing that's now even more special as you acknowledge your appreciation for this thing or this activity or this part of your life. And you take this feeling, this energy for yourself, for your community, for something in your life. Know that you can carry this practice with you. Perhaps the next time you sit down for a meal, you can take a moment to acknowledge all the people that supported bringing this food to your table. your ability to have your meal that nourishes your body, that brings us back to this appreciation for our amazing organs and body. And taking this sensation and feeling, carrying it with you to infuse into your day. And here, thanking yourself for making the time, for carving out this space for you and your practice to tap into and cultivate this energy that lives within you and inviting it to flow. Add your hand upon your heart space, perhaps gently releasing your hands, feeling the warmth and the connection from hands and heart space as your arms rest, shoulders heavy. And take the next handful of breaths to notice whatever there is to notice here. Spacious inhale. The grounding, easeful sensation of your exhale. You can linger here for as long as you'd like, or perhaps begin to gently blink your eyes open. I thank you for sharing your time, your beautiful energy, and practice with me. Until our paths cross again, my friend, be well, and thank you.